Hey Schuyler, we're recording now.
Hello, 16-year-old self. It's me, Schuyler, from the future. The neuro... You did it. You're into neurology. No, you're in a really... I'm doing this because it's for my therapy, and it's supposed to be therapeutic to record myself to the past. Yeah, I'm happy right now. I think I'm in a good place in my life, even though things may be down. I've been feeling happier every day, and it's been okay. Earth has been overpopulated for the past decade, more than a decade. It's reached max of 10 billion people. People have started moving Earth, and luckily, people started moving off Earth to Mars, and luckily, due to my condition, I was able to get a spot in the therapy lab. This entire place is one giant dome to simulate like past life. So that's why it looks very similar to your room back then. The real reason why I've been doing this therapy is because I got laid off recently from my neuroscience job.
You're not supposed to be drinking in here.
So let me have this
No,
one thing.
You're not allowed to have alcohol in here.
Let me have. They say that I need help for my depression, but I think I'm fine. I think I've been functioning well. You know, this sand is like humanities class in 2016. Like, I remember it so well, but it just kind of just fades into another cup where I just put it to the side and I forget about it. That's kind of like what people have done with history. And I believe that if we took humanities now, people would be more inclined to have happier lives. And I think I need that right now. Like, due to like this constant flow of information, and like you always need to be able to argue your point in this world, and especially with neurology, you always have to argue theories and ideas, competing with all the other neurologists trying to make it. And I think that humanities really helped me with that, like with the Columbus debate really helped me because it showed me how you should debate to prove that your side of the argument is worth more than the other. I think that this will help you in the future, and it'll make you be able to get the neurology job. Yeah. Due to the constant flow of patients and information, I struggled with retaining information and knowledge for neurology, and that made me fail and inevitably like actually lose my job. And I don't want that to happen to you because you're growing still, and I don't want you to end up like me. So I need you to keep working on that. Remember the Kindred book? Keep working on it. Keep annotating, and just that will always help you in the future to retain the knowledge you need to get a job and continue with the job and provide evidence. Technology has always been a prominent figure in our society, but recently it's moved on to space travel and hasn't really focused on neuroscience or just the simple things that you require to like live a happy life. In the past couple months, the neuroscience division, in order to stay running, you have to provide evidence for like your findings to make sure that they see it as a correct thing to keep funding. A really great thing I remember is in STEM science. You had to take notes on these videos you watched for findings on like physics, and that you provide evidence in order to get a grade, and that's like when you provide evidence to keep the neuroscience division running. The reason you got kicked out is because you didn't really have great detail in your notes. Recently because of just my lack of motivation. And I can relate this back to the CNC chemistry conflict section that we learned, and that you never really provided great evidence for your compound, and you need to remember that like going into detail is so key to success in the future. It'll help you so much to keep the neuroscience division running and keep it funded, and I think you would really enjoy your time more. Yeah. Art has really kind of disappeared recently. No one's really found the use for it, but I feel like it'll help people just be more positive. Like, I've been mentioning positivity, and that's like a really big factor I'm trying to fix in my life, and I think art would really help with that. The reason I got so bored with neuroscience is because I didn't have any creativity in life. I was so dead inside, and I was just an empty void of my empty husk of my past self. And I remember that CNC project. That was the peak of your creativity. You just were so creative in figuring out how to make a picture of napalm, which is you can't get a hold of, and you figured out how to, which was great. And that you need to keep that creative flair going. And if you keep going, it will actually help you in the future. It will help you stay engaged in certain subjects like neuroscience. Recently I had to endure so much crap thrown my way, and I think the reason I was able to endure it all my life was because I learned what it took to endure and persevere. And I learned this from cross country, my 2016 cross country season. Don't hurt me! It allowed me, when I was going on the long runs, to basically keep pushing myself. But recently I just couldn't take it anymore, and it was a really dark place in my life. But I need you to keep remembering how you would finish that last turn on the race and how you'd sprint to the end. And I need you to remember you should always sprint to the end on everything. Please don't forget that. Please. Goodbye. Goodbye, past me. Hope you have a successful, bright future. So tired.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine